Once upon a time, in a small, secluded town named Ravenswood, there was a legend that sent shivers down the spines of its residents. The story was whispered in hushed tones, passed down through generations, and was known as the tale of the blood moon. According to the legend, every 100 years, on a night when the moon turned a deep crimson red, a malevolent spirit would awaken and wreak havoc upon the town. The spirit was said to possess unimaginable powers, capable of manipulating the darkest fears of anyone it encountered. As the tale goes, the year had finally arrived for the blood moon to cast its sinister glow upon Ravenswood. The townspeople were anxious and filled with dread, knowing that the curse of the blood moon would soon be upon them. The atmosphere in the town was thick with an eerie silence, broken only by nervous whispers. As the fateful night arrived, the moon slowly transformed, its once silver radiance giving way to a haunting crimson hue. The town's inhabitants locked themselves indoors, hoping to escape the clutches of the malevolent spirit. But some were not so lucky. One such unfortunate soul was Emily, a young woman who had recently moved to Ravenswood to escape her troubled past. She had heard the legends but dismissed them as mere superstitions. Little did she know that her skepticism would soon be shattered. As the blood moon bathed the town in its eerie glow, Emily found herself alone in her small, creaky house. She tried to distract herself from the growing unease that filled the air, engaging in mundane activities to keep her mind occupied. But as the night deepened, she couldn't shake off the feeling of being watched. Suddenly, a chilling gust of wind blew through the open window, extinguishing all the candles in the room. The house plunged into darkness, save for the dim red light seeping through the window. Panic seized Emily's heart as she fumbled for a flashlight, her hands trembling. In the darkness, she heard a faint whisper, a voice that seemed to come from all directions at once. It spoke words of malice, promising torment and despair. Fear gripped Emily, paralyzing her with dread. The room grew colder, and she could feel an otherworldly presence drawing nearer. The spirit of the blood moon had found her. Suddenly, Emily's flashlight flickered to life, revealing a ghastly figure standing before her. It was a specter draped in tattered, blood-stained robes, with empty eye sockets that seemed to peer into her very soul. The air grew heavy with a putrid stench, and Emily struggled to breathe. The malevolent spirit reached out with elongated, skeletal fingers, its touch sending waves of terror through Emily's body. It whispered words of despair, dredging up her deepest fears and insecurities. Shadows danced and contorted around them, forming grotesque shapes that fed off her anguish. But Emily, with a flicker of determination in her eyes, summoned the strength to fight back. She closed her eyes and mustered every ounce of courage within her. With a resolute scream, she banished the spirit back into the darkness from whence it came. As the first rays of dawn broke through the windows, the crimson moon faded away, and Ravenswood was released from the clutches of the blood moon's curse. Emily, though scarred by the horrifying ordeal, had triumphed over the ancient evil that plagued the town. From that day forward, the tale of the blood moon became a cautionary tale, a reminder of the darkness that lurks beneath the surface. The residents of Ravenswood carried the story with them, ensuring that future generations would never forget the true horror that had once befallen their town.